All right, doing this lesson on today. The lesson is going to be called Edom and the Wicked, and we're going to probably get into some more stuff, but those are going to be the main things that we're going to be discussing on today. Okay, well, I'm going to start off with Genesis 25 and 25. And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Okay, red, we all know that red is the color of blood. And the first came out red, all over like. A synonym for the word like would be resembling. So if he came out all over like a hairy garment, mean he came out red all over resembling a hairy garment. What is a hairy garment? A fur coat. What resembles a garment is a coat. A hairy garment is a fur coat. So, and the first came out red all over resembling a fur coat, and they called his name Esau. We're going to move to Genesis 27 and 11. And Jacob said unto Rebekah his mother, Behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. So, if Esau was a hairy man, that means he became one. He was hairy when he was a baby, and he became a hairy man. He was still a red, hairy man. He instead of being a baby that resembled a red fur coat, he became a man that resembled a red fur coat. Let's move on. Malachi chapter 1. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, Wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord, Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau. So the Lord, he loved Jacob. Jacob is the smooth man. You got some Jakes today, they may be hairy, but that's only because Edom, the one that you call Esau, the one that his name is also known as Esau, he has gone about this whole earth, killing men, raping women until the children come out looking like him. So, you have some hairy Jakes walking around, but that's only because they may have a relative, an Edomite relative somewhere in their line. Okay, let's move on now. Just have to put that in there. And he hated Esau, and he laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Okay, so now we know where Esau lives. He lives in the mountains. And the Lord laid his mountains and his heritage waste. Just waste. You know what waste? Garbage. For the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, We are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. He goes into places where there's nobody at. Desolate. Uninhabited. Desolate means uninhabited. He goes to these uninhabited places and he rebuilds them. But this is what God said. Thus said the Lord of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down. So I don't care if you do go somewhere where it's uninhabited and build. The Lord said he going to throw down, and that's what he going to do. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Indignation, that's just another word for wrath. the Lord is going to forever have wrath against this people. And your eyes shall see it, and ye shall say, the Lord will be magnified from the border of Israel. Okay, now let's move on down to Obadiah. This is Obadiah chapter 1. Thus said the Lord concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and ambassadors sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. Who dwell in the clefts of the rock? Well, we just got done talking about how the Lord laid his mountains waste for the dragons. So Esau lived in the mountains. Is not the mountains and the clefts of the rock the same thing? The clefts of the rocks. The word cleft mean caves. The caves of the rocks is where he dwelt. In the mountains. Caves in the mountains. Whose habitation is high. So he was high up on the mountains, in them caves, or in them clefts of the rocks. And he said to himself, who shall bring me down to the ground? The Lord already said he going to build, but I'm going to throw down. And he's still saying who going to bring him down to the ground. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, that's all America does, is it exalts itself as the eagle. You know, the American eagle. Though thou exalt thyself as an eagle. He elevates himself. He puts himself on high as he's on the top rank. And though thou set thy nest among the stars. Where's the nest among the stars? That's the space station that's up there. That space station is considered as a nest, and it's among the stars. Thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord. So he built this space station. Now the Lord said, once you build your nest among those stars, I'm going to bring them down. So his nest is the space station. So it's only a matter of time before that space station start falling apart and falling to this ground. And some of those meteors that people say they've seen, who knows? Might be pieces of the space station. They already been saying that pieces of the space station is falling apart onto the earth. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? You have the way his hidden things are sought up by going on the internet, looking up, reading books, reading the Bible. How are the things of Esau searched out? That's how you're supposed to search them out. Okay, now let's move on to this. We got a short time. Okay. Obadiah chapter 1. Verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Okay, now let's move, because we ain't got too much time. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness, for thy violence against the children of Judah. That's the Lord again, referring to Edom as being a violent man. And telling them what he gonna do to him for being a violent man. Okay, then let's go on over here to Psalms. The Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence, his soul hateth. So we already know the Lord hates Esau, because he said, Jacob have I loved, and Esau have I hated. And now the Lord is saying, I hate him again, because he said, the Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence, his soul hateth. The Lord hated the soul that loved violence, and this man loved violence because this man loves violence. And that's the reason why the Lord said he's going to make him a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah. Blessings are upon the head of the just, but violence cover the mouth of the wicked. That's all that come out of his mouth is violence. The mouth of the wicked. Okay. that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who are the wicked? Edom. Edomites. They're the wicked. They're the ones who the earth is given to. Okay, now we're just continuing with the lesson. Okay, Job chapter 30, verse 5. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as a thief. Who is this talking about here? This is talking about the children of Edom. And they cried after them as after a thief. So when they were driven from among men, they were chased, and the men who were chasing them cried after them, yelled after them, "Get out of here! We don't want you around us." They were driven forth from among men. They used to dwell among men, but they were driven from among them so that they can no longer dwell among men. Okay, when they were driven among men, where did they go? To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. We know who dwells in the cliffs of the valleys and in the caves of the earth. Edom, Esau, the Edomites, whose habitation is up high in the cliffs of the valleys and in the clefts of the rocks. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools. So they were children of fools. Who are the fools? Their fathers, the Edomites. Yeah, children of base men. The base meaning inferior, bottom. They were children of inferior men. They were viler than the earth. Vile, that's just a word, another word for disgusting and filthy. They were even more disgusting and even more filthy than the earth itself. Let's move on to 2 Thessalonians. And if they were more filthier than the earth, it only would make sense to say that they were more filthier than the inhabitants of the earth. And if they were more filthier than the inhabitants of the earth, that means they were worse than the beasts of the field. So this man was even more disgusting and even more filthy than the nastiest beast on the field beast of the field you can think of. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come. What day shall not come? The day of the Lord. The day of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That day cannot come, except there be a falling away first. What's the falling away? The rebellion, the civil unrest, the social unrest, the civil uprising. Except there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed. It said that man of sin. Who is that man of sin? The son of perdition. The son of perdition, the word perdition means hell, bottomless pit. So until that man of hell, that man of the bottomless pit be revealed. Okay, now let's move to verse 6. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. So there's a very specific time for him to be revealed. So there's a lot of people, they don't know who he is now. But there's going to come a point in time where there's going to be a great falling away. That means falling away from the way of life as you know it. There's going to be a complete falling away, and that son of perdition, that man of sin, is going to be revealed in his time. It's not his time to be revealed yet, but that time is vastly approaching. Verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed. Who is the wicked? Well, who is the earth given to? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who has the earth right now? Edom. Edomites. So there's going to come a point in time where Edom is going to be revealed as being the wicked. Edom is going to be revealed as being the son of perdition, meaning that son of hell, that son of the bottomless pit. Okay, let's move to Psalms chapter 10, verse 17. Lord, thou hast heard the desire of the humble. Thou wilt prepare their heart. Thou wilt cause thine ear to hear, to judge the fatherless and the oppressed, that the man of the earth may no more oppress. Okay, who is the man of the earth? The man of the earth is the man of sin, the son of perdition, the wicked, that he may be revealed in his time, that the man of the earth may no more oppress. The word oppress means impoverish, depress, stress out. This man is oppressing this whole earth. He's oppressing people on this earth. Everybody may not be you have some people that are not as oppressed as others, but to a certain degree, everybody on this earth is being oppressed. And slowly but surely, everybody is being impoverished, which then leads to depression and stress. So the man of the earth, after the Lord judges this place, the man of the earth, he's no longer going to be able to impoverish people. He's no longer going to be able to depress people, and he's no longer going to be able to stress people out. So that's why we can't wait till the judgment of the Lord comes. We can't wait till that falling away, till that son of perdition be revealed. So, because after the Lord judges this place, that man of the earth can no more oppress us. That and remember, he is even viler than the earth itself. Okay, now let's move to Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Lucifer is Satan. How art thou fallen from heaven, Lucifer, son of the morning? Son of the morning, son of perdition, son of hell, son of the bottomless pit. How art thou cut down to the ground? He was in heaven, and he got cut down all the way to the ground, which did is weaken the nations. He weakened the nations. What he does is he weakened your social. People are more divided now than they've ever been on the history of this planet. That's the quickest way to weaken people, is to divide them. Even Satan has a saying, united we stand, divided we fall. So that's him telling you the truth right there. Well, there's none truth in him. That's him giving you a hint. That's the truth. Okay, let's move to 16, verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble? They're going to see him and say, is this the man? So Lucifer is a man. They say, is this the man? Yeah, he's a spirit. Yeah, he's a demon. He's also a man. He can come in the form of a man. Because if he's not a man, then how are they going to look at Lucifer and say, is this the man? How are they going to look at Lucifer and say, is this the man, if he's not a man? The man is that wicked whom the earth is given to. Okay, what did this man do? He made the earth to tremble, and he goes around and he shakes kingdoms. And what else did he do? He made the world as a wilderness. And destroyed the cities thereof. That's what he's doing over there in the Middle East right now. You can Google or YouTube anything Middle East. He's over there destroying those cities. He's destroying the cities. He destroyed the cities thereof. Okay, now let's move down to 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. What does he do? You can look about this whole earth. He has filled the face of the world with cities. That's how we know this is talking about Lucifer. Lucifer filled the face of the earth with cities. Edom has filled the face of the world with cities. Matthew 12 and 26. And if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And if Satan cast out Satan, the word cast means to throw, lower. If Satan is casting out Satan, if Satan is throwing out Satan, trying to lower, you got one group trying to lower the other group. If they're constantly fighting against each other, how can his kingdom stand? How can his kingdom stand if he's fighting against himself? Okay, let's move over here to Hosea 4 and 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. The Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth. YouTube is a perfect example. These people, they have been intentionally hiding the truth. If they keep going on the rate they going, ain't gonna be no truth on that internet. Ain't gonna be. Not only YouTube, the internet is being censored. If the path, if they go on the path that they've been going on, in a minute ain't gonna be no truth whatsoever. He's already saying, because there is no truth nor mercy, and after no truth there's no mercy. They're already saying that now. Nor knowledge of God in the land. They don't have any knowledge of God. Not only do they not have knowledge of God, they're not trying to seek after the knowledge of God, which makes it a lot worse. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out and blood touch your blood. They do all that. They swear, they lie, they kill, and they steal. Therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish. The word languish means deteriorate, rot, suffer, weaken. I was on the internet and I once heard somebody say, man, just sit down. Just go to anywhere, any public place, man. Just sit down and just watch people for about 15, 20 minutes. You can see the deterioration, the rot, the suffer, and the weakening. You can just see the people. They rotting. They deteriorating. You can see it. Everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish. With the beast. So not only the people, you're going to start seeing the animals. They're going to start looking weak and rotten. They're going to get suffering. They're going to start looking deteriorated. Look at the strays. They're even starting to look more deteriorated now than ever. And with the fowls of heaven. You can even look at the birds, the pigeons. They look all beat up and deteriorated and rotten. That's just a sign of how bad the earth it really is. Yeah, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. He said you can go on internet right now and you can look and see billions of fish have washed up on the shores. Birds falling out of the sky in mid-flight. Beasts of the field, moose, elk. They had to show the video on there on the internet where a helicopter flew over a field and it was just dead elk everywhere. They don't even know what killed it. But I know what killed them, because the Lord said, everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish. Even the beasts of the field, the fowls of heaven, and even the fishes of the sea shall be taken away. Okay, let's move over to Isaiah 24 and 5. The earth also is defiled. The word defiles means polluted unclean, foul, dirty. He said the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Why is it defiled? Because of their inhabitants, because of who's ruling, who's in power, who is the earth given to. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. That explains why the earth is defiled. Because they have transgressed the laws. The word transgress means to violate, disobey. He said, "Thou should not. You should not supposed to eat the swine." What does he do? He sell pig everything. Eat every part of that pig: the tongue, the ears, the tail, pig head cheese, every other pig snout, everything else you can think, bacon, pork chop. They eat every part of that pig. He said, you shouldn't eat nothing out the water that don't have fish and scales. No, the only thing you should eat out of that water is something that has both fins and scales. If it don't got both fins and scales, you don't need to be eating. And what he do? He opened up a whole restaurant. They don't sell nothing but lobster. They call it red lobster, crab, shrimp, squid, everything else you can think of. He do the opposite. He'll sell you anything that don't have fins and scales and tell you it's actually healthy for you and you can eat it. Totally opposite of what the Lord said. Okay. They have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Okay. Now let's move over here to Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe! The word woe means distress, affliction, misery, and it can even mean death. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. That means distress, affliction, and misery to the inhabitants of the earth. Who the inhabitant earth? Us people. You got the beasts of the field. You got the fowls of the air. And of the sea. What's the inhabitants of the sea? You got the dolphins. Not to mention they've been washing up on shore by the thousands. You got the beach whales. They've been washing up on shore by the thousands. Sea lions. That's something new. I didn't even know that until just recently. Dead sea lions washing up on shore. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Why is all this stuff happening? Why is all these? And it's just a matter of time before you start hearing about people actually dying in mass numbers. It's only a matter of time because everything else is happening. So why is all this happening? The everything that live, and then on top of that, you got 98% of the ocean floor is covered with dead bodies of the living sea creatures that's in there. So 98% of the sea floor is covered with carcasses of animals that used to live in there. That live in them. So woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea. It's only one reason why all this happening. Because for the devil is come down unto you. The devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. That's great wrath. All them bodies dying and all these bodies washing up and birds falling right out of the sky and dead bodies everywhere. It's the reason why it's dead bodies everywhere is because the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath. Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. His time is almost up. So what he's doing, he's anti-Christ, he's anti-human, he's anti-life. He's against the creation. He's against not only against the creator, he's also against the creation. He's anti-human, anti-life. The devil has come down in you having great wrath, for he knoweth that he hath but a short time. The end time prophecies is coming to pass. His time is almost up. So what he's doing is he's going about this whole earth and causing as much destruction as he can. He's doing as much as he can because he knows that once his time is up, that's it. You through. Okay, we're going to continue this all in another video because the time limit is just about up. Okay, we're going to start this one off over here on John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. Okay, now you must ask yourself, well, what are some of the lusts of the devil? Okay, that's going to take us to John 10:10. The thief cometh not but to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. So we just found out what some of the lust of the devil is, or some of the lust of the thief. He cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. So when he said, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do, the stealing, the killing, and the destroying you will do because you're of your father the devil. And what the Lord said is, he said he is come that ye may have life, and that ye may have it more abundantly. So the devil come not but to steal, kill, and to destroy. The Lord come that ye may have life, and not only have life, but have it more abundantly. Okay, now let's go back to John 8:44. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in truth, because there is no truth in him. Okay, he was a murderer from the beginning. Okay, now the word abode means resides. He resides not in truth, because there is no truth in him. He was a murderer from the beginning, even from the beginning of time. Okay, now let's move over to 35, Numbers chapter 35, verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are. Ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are. And what does the word pollute means? Defile. The earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the law. So why is the earth polluted? Because they have transgressed the law, and they're doing everything that the Lord said don't do. It's from the diet to everything else. They've transgressed the law, and that's why the earth is polluted. The Lord said, ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, and he did the opposite, which is polluted. For blood defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Okay, so if he was a murderer from the beginning, then that means he's been shedding blood. So if he's been shedding blood in the land, that means the land cannot be cleansed except by the blood of he who shed it. So the only way this land is going to be cleansed is by his blood. Okay. It says here in 34, defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit. He said, the Lord said, don't defile the land where you live. He'll spray chemtrails right over his own house. He'll defile the land that he's inhabiting. Why would you do that? Why would you defile the land where you live at? Fluoridate the water. For I, the Lord, dwell among the children of Israel. The Lord dwell among the children of Israel. He ain't dwelling among them other nations. If you're not of the 12 tribes of Israel, the Lord is not dwelling among you. And Satan has an agenda going on. There is a big agenda going on, and it has a lot to do with the demasculinization of man. He wants to infeminize man. It's almost against the law to be a man. He has gone about this whole earth, defiling the land, intentionally demasculating the man. You can just look around. You can just look around and see it. It used to be a secret, but it's not a secret no more. It's obvious. There's a lot that comes with defiling the land. Because when you defile the land, the food is defiled. And when the food is defiled, you're defiled. So in essence, not only is he defiling the land, he's defiling you. You are defiled because of the land being defiled. The Lord dwelled among the children of Israel, and that's it. Okay, we're going to go back to John 8. And 44. Okay, let's jump over. Okay, for he is a liar and the father of it. He not only is he a liar, he's the father of it. He is the father of lies. And because I tell you the truth, ye believe me not. And then when they hear it, not only do they believe the lie, when they hear the truth, they don't believe it. And because I tell you the truth, ye believe me not. Which of you convinceth me of sin? And if I say the truth, why do ye not believe me? If you ain't got the spirit of truth in you, if you don't have the spirit of God in you to seek truth, you gotta want to seek truth. You had to have a spirit to seek truth. If you're not seeking truth, you are no different from the beasts of the field. If you are not seeking truth, you have not the spirit of God in you. And the Lord said, if you don't have the spirit of God in you, you're none of his. If you ain't got the spirit of God in you, you are none of his. You are of your father the devil. And the lust of your father ye will do. And we already know who he is. He's the wicked, the son of perdition, a man of sin. Seek truth all the days of thine life. Seek truth all the days of thine life. If you don't have the spirit in you to seek truth, if you're not seeking truth, you are but a beast of the field. You are no different from the beast of the field. You're pretty much a beast in a human body. You're doing what a beast would do if it was in a human body. Because you're not doing what God created you to do. He said, seek truth all the days of thine life. He said, and if I tell you the truth, will you believe me? And because I tell you the truth, ye believe me not. The Bible says, believe all things. You're supposed to believe it. Even if it is a lie, still believe it. It can be proven a lie later on down the line, but it's better for you to believe it as being true than believe it as being a lie and it turn out to be the truth. And plus, if the Bible says believe all things, then just believe all things. There's no contesting or arguing with it. And because I tell you the truth, ye believe me not. Which of you convinceth me of sin? And if I say the truth, why do ye not believe me? Why do you? If there's a reason why. The devil, he's been going around putting blinders up. He's been blinding the people, deceiving the people, so that they can't receive the truth. They've been even from a child all the way to an adult, lied to their whole life. So when they hear the truth, that's something strange. That's something they're not used to. They used to being lied to, manipulated. So the truth is very strange to them. We're going to leave it at that. We're going to end this, and we're going to pick up another topic in the next video.